The first thing I want you to notice is WeVideo has an auto save feature. It's up here, you'll see, and it will automatically save changes as you go along. So if you ever accidentally X yourself out or log off or whatever, don't worry, WeVideo has automatically saved your changes. When you log back on, it'll pick up right where you left off. So when working with a project, the first thing I usually do is the narration files. But what I really want to do is make sure that I've got tracks for what I need. For example, I have my narrative, I have a sound effect, I've got a video, and a bunch of pictures. So down here, I have a track for images, one for my narration, one for sounds. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add a track, and I'm going to add one for my video. And that one, I'm going to just name it video. You can rename anything at any point in time. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my narrative first when I have a project. So all I do is I go to this narrative and I click it and I drag it down here. Now, do notice that if I drag it into an images file or a video file, it turns red, but it's a narrative file. So it's an audio file, so it'll be just fine. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come over to this slider. Now, either I can slide it left or right, or I can hit this plus key if I want to go a little bit at a time. It enables you to see more detail and pinpoint where you want to make changes. So the first thing I'm going to notice with this narrative file is you see there's some dead space here. There's no wavelengths for where I started to speak. So what I'm going to do is take the playhead and I'm going to slide it over to just before my voice actually starts. And then I go over here and I hit the split key. And then what happens is you'll notice it split it into two pieces. So I know this was just dead air. I'm going to hit the delete key to get rid of that. I'll move this back, drag this back over. Now I've got some dead space out at the end too. So I'm going to drag the playhead out there. Once again, hit the split key, drag that off, and delete that. So now I'll go back to the beginning. You can either grab the playhead or you can hit the return button and it'll take you all the way to the beginning. So now what I want to do is show you how to control the volume in an audio file. Once you're clicked on a file, you simply come over here to track actions and you want to show audio and opacity. Now this is just an audio file, so that's all it's going to show. So you click, I want to show the audio level. So it'll give you this blue bar. Now, right now it says the volume is at 100% and it's straight across the board. Watch what happens when I grab the control. I can drag this down. You see I've taken this down to 55. I can literally take this down to 0. Now, if I let go and the thing starts at 0 and ends at 100%, it's going to gradually get louder as we progress. So what I'll do is I'll bring this back up. I'm going to bring my narration to, about 70, 75%. I'll bring this one down to about the same there. And now it'll have my narration at a controllable level. The other way you can control your volume is over here. See, it's a speaker, and you simply will do the slider, and you control left or right. And what it will do is it'll control the whole thing at that one level. Now, I want to show you there will be times in which you're going to want to have your audio level going up or down. So if you just come over to this blue volume line and you click, it'll give you a control head. And what you do is you'll click one, and where you want to start something, click another one, and then watch what happens. I can drop this down, and then let's say I'll come over here, click another one, I'll bring that down, and then let's say I want to come here, and I'll bring it back up. So what I've done in this simple example is taken the volume, and it's at 70% to here. I drop it down to virtually zero for this duration of time, and then come back, because I may have some narration in my video or some other place where I want to have that overriding this. Now, to undo what I just did, you can do one of a couple of things. There's a button here called undo. You just keep hitting that, and it will get you back as many steps as you want, or the old Control Z on your keyboard works just as well. Control Z. So that put my volume back to at 75%. You do the same thing if you had sound effects that you wanted to drop in. You would do the same exact process with that. So that's how you affect audio files in WeVideo.